It's Thursday, September the 2nd, King of the Mountain State Show. I'm Chase Hill. My guest today is the Boone County boy, Brandon Boggs. Hey, thanks for sitting down with me, man, and talking after another win.
Thanks for having me again, brother.
So right off the bat, the first thing that I noticed as the crowd started to fill in, when the event started this past weekend in Huntington, there were some people there. And as the event went on, there was just more and more started to pile in. And we finally figured out that maybe the people from Boone County had gotten lost or sidetracked or something had happened on the way there. They arrived late, but Boone County was in the house. They were there to see you. What's it like seeing that many people travel down there and support you?
Boggs' battalion, baby.
There you go.
Got to give a shout out to my Boone County people. That was awesome.
Now, whenever you're there, I know that there was another Boone County fighter and that kind of stuff. I'm sure you know some of those guys. Leading up to it, were you getting much feedback from the people down there, just wishing you luck and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think I got fans from following from other places because I'm fat and people. I'm in an average Joe's body, but I do extraordinary things, and people are just like, hell yeah. So I don't think they expected the fat guy to go to round 3 in this tournament, into the Final Four.
Well, and I've told you all along, everybody loves watching the big guy with the good hands. Like, as far as accuracy of your punches, if we had some type of technology like the big boys got, we could put, like, if you throw punches, they typically land. And you're doing different stuff in there. Leading up to the fight, I know we talked before the fight, who you were working with and all that kind of stuff. I'd recently figured out, a couple guys weren't feeling well, little injuries they've worked through and stuff like that they don't really reveal until it's after the fight. But how was your camp? How did things go? I know you sparred with Gillum Water and stuff like that.
Oh, it was great. The fight game, you never go in at 100%. I mean, you just got to take care of your body. Drink light beer and work your ass off.
Well, when it became fight night and you get in there with Jeremy, Jeremy, Boone County, Lincoln County, all that kind of stuff, we didn't know what to expect. It looked like you came out early, had stunned him, and then just overwhelmed him. You got the stop that you're looking for. That's something you're used to coming off of Alex. I know that's one thing you wanted to make sure you got across this fight, was you weren't looking to go to decisions a lot of times. Tell me about that, getting back in the stopping method of winning.
Well, he threw a jab and I come across with a right, and when he started backing up, I knew it was go time. I haven't got to see it yet, so I don't really know if there was anything big that really happened that I seen that made me do it. But I just knew when he started backing up into the ropes, that's where I wanted.
Yeah, and that's an opportunity for you to use that size to overwhelm him. Again, your accuracy of punches. If you watch the highlight video, he's talking about Scott Coons consistently commentating, talking about, at whatever point Boggs lets his hands goes, he always hurts him. And then after that, it's just, throwing dirt on, just piling it up. And it worked for me. So tell me a little bit about that. The when you see, all right, now it's time to go, let's do this and go for the kill.
I thought it was going to be a couple times me having to put my body on him and drive him back. But I was able to jab in well. And when I landed that 1-2 and he went back, that's when I knew, if he's just going to go to the ropes on his own, I got to take it now. I can't wait. So yeah, I let him go.
I can't imagine you passing up many of those opportunities to go to the ropes and use your size and overwhelm them. That's the term I keep using, is you just totally overwhelmed him. I'm watching you go through this process, man. I know it had been a while since you've been in a boxing ring when this all started. I know it's one of your passions. The MMA had really presented itself to you. You enjoy that too. But I'm watching you improve and get better every time. You're getting more experience. You're fighting the best guys in the state. Can you feel that? Like, is your confidence growing when you're in there? You're getting more comfortable, kind of like as we get into the second, third, fourth quarter of a football game. It's no longer the beginning. Are you feeling yourself develop that confidence in there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I still train. I've not been competing as much as of late, but I got in there with Alex. I got in there with Jeremy. Um, yeah, I'm rolling.
Well, and
I
they,
mean, my weight. I, I'm using this 10 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds between each fight, and by the championship round, by the time it's over, I mean I'll be right where I want to be. And I'm happy to be here with the Final Four. The other three guys that's left, they're great fighters, and I'd like to share the ring with all of them.
yeah. And, for me, I kind of dreamed this thing up and if it's something I wanted to do a long time ago. Back in 2015, 2016, I was getting ready to do this. The governor called and gave me the position to be over the athletics for the state of West Virginia. And I had to sell the company and stuff. So this is something I've had on the back burner for a long time to really find out who's the best in the state. Whether you win this tournament or you don't, like you mentioned, those final three guys, you're in the final four. What's it like going to bed at night, going to work, talking to people, knowing there's four guys, there's four heavyweights in the state and the surrounding area outside of West Virginia, and you're one of those four guys left? I mean, you belong.
Yeah, I really ain't thought of it like that yet. I mean, I still sleep butt ass naked next to my smoking hot wife. I
You
really
can't,
not going.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. You got to stick with
Right,
what's
yeah,
working for you. So
absolutely.
what about Gary Rowland? Somehow you've been able to put yourself in the opposite corner of some really muscular, big, strong, bald-headed guys. That's three in a row now. You mentioned on the show before, it wasn't nothing personal. We looked ahead and there was Gary. Gary's a beast. Gary is one of the strongest, biggest punchers. He's athletic. He's disciplined. He's a good all-around fighter. Very few flaws to his game. I know you've gotten a chance to watch him now a couple times, whether it was live or after the fact. Tell me about that. What's it like going into the ring now? The next level, the next challenge, somebody else that's won two fights. Tell me about that. What do you see in Gary Rowland?
Well, first, I hope he grows some hair between now and then, because everybody I fought in this tournament's been bald and built like a brick shit house. So, uh, not much has been, not much is really different from this fight. I mean, he's a big, strong dude. I think his experience level is one of the highest in the tournament, including mine. I think he's got some of the highest experience for boxing in the whole, out of all the 16 dudes that was in this. And I'm just looking forward to getting in there and going after it. This is a good fight for me. This is a real good fight for me. Um, I'm ready. I'll be ready.
And this is the biggest challenge I think that you face. This is going to be the biggest test of your skill, probably. And I talked to Gary earlier. He went 3 rounds in his fight. You went 3 rounds in your round one fight. That's 6 minutes of fighting, a lot different than the 1-minute rounds a lot of these guys are used to. Going into this fight, you're both so big, so strong. It may become difficult for the other one to earn the KO. If this thing goes the distance, I'm excited to see what round 3's like with such, big, strong guys in there. Gary's a good dude like yourself. Like you mentioned, the big muscular guys, that's probably the only thing keeping me from working out is me being bald. I know if I put on too much muscle, you're going to try to fight me. So I'm trying to stay away from that the best that I can. I'm sure you're getting some feedback from the people there in Boone County in the area that's been supporting you. Hopefully maybe they'll travel down to Welch and watch you in the semifinals.
Yeah, I hope so too. It has been awesome. The feedback that I've got from the people, like people that really I don't even know, messaging me and wishing me luck and telling me how good I've been doing, and it's awesome, and I want to thank them. I can't. It just take too much time to reach out and thank every one of them individually. I've tried. Um, So right now, I just want to say thank you to all those people that gave me their support.
And I've sat ringside for 17 of these events. I'm a fan myself. It's easy to root for you. We're glad to have you. We're lucky to have you, all you guys, even some of the guys that haven't made it this far. It was a great group of guys. You've got a lot of momentum. It's awesome watching you kind of grow into yourself with this. I think you've got a big career in the fight game. You can do a bunch of different stuff. I appreciate you sitting down and talking to me and going through this. I'm going to check back with you here in 2 or 3 weeks to find out how camp's going, to see how you're feeling leading up to the fight. Anything you got for me before we go?
Stay cool, man.
Yeah, that's easier said than done down here. It's I forgot about the humidity there for a few days. It's nice being up there. West Virginia is so beautiful this time of year, all the stuff growing and all that. So we love getting up there. Train hard, man. Keep yourself healthy the best that you can. Put a show on for us like you always do. We're excited about it, and look forward to seeing you fight again in round 3. It's October the 16th down in Welch at the Welch Armory. Should be a rowdy crowd. We're pretty excited about it. Take care of yourself, man, and I'll see you down there pretty soon.
I want to give a shout out to Neil Brown and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Please, God, do not lose to Maryland.
Well, you never know. It's the first week of the season, so we'll see how it goes. We'll be watching.
It feels like football season outside now, too. Like you can walk outside and you feel football season.
It's crazy how all of a sudden there's a game this week and the weather starts to drop a little bit. It's just that's part of the year. All right, Brandon, thanks, man. You're the Boone County boy. I look forward to seeing you pretty soon.
Take care, buddy.